Okay, Floral Hokies, I am going to teach you how to make a wedding bouquet. Actually, it's going to be the attendance bouquet, maybe the maid of honor, matron of honor, man of honor, whoever's going to hold this bouquet, because it's a little bit smaller than an actual bride's bouquet. So let's get started. Okay, first I am going to clean up my mechanics. So we're going to take any excess petals off these roses, or leaves off these roses, and also any petals that are bruised. It doesn't hurt the rose to just pull those off. These roses have been in my cooler since January 20th. Look how beautiful these still are. I love this color. All right, I'm gonna put those 3 roses there. You're also gonna have some purple mums. What I'm going to do with these is I'm going to take off some of the laterals that don't look too good, but I'm actually going to keep the 3 on at the top there. Clean off any leaves and set those down. I'm going to do that with all 5 stems. This one, there's that lower one, so I'm actually going to take it off. Oops. Well, let me start all over again with this one. Okay, I'll get another one here in a minute. All right, maybe I should have my snips and not be yanking them off. That could be a better thing to do. Okay, especially any of these not good looking ones. That one's a little lower. I'm gonna keep those 3, and then I'm gonna clean off these leaves and set that aside. All right. Okay. Nice clean stems. That's what we're looking for. All right. In a flower shop, we would save all these ones that we're cutting off and use them for something else. You guys are welcome to take them home if you want. All the little, you can make a little tiny tuzzy muzzy, whatever you'd like. All right, I have to go get my 5th one since I threw my other one away. These petals that are falling at the bottom, just pull them off. Don't want those ugly petals. All right, hang on. I'm back. All right. Again, cleaning off any petals that look dead, bruised, anything like that. Cleaning all the greenery off and any exposed stems. All right, have my mums cleaned, my roses cleaned. Now for my carnations. I'm going to clean any greenery off my carnations, and I'm going to make sure that they're as open as they can by gently encouraging them to open up a little more. Cleaning the greenery. Okay. Next, I'm going to get my limonium ready. And again, you got to make sure these stems are nice and clean, and you have to cut off quite a bit of the limonium off the bottom. Again, in a florist shop, all that limonium that I just cut off, I'd be using to help with my boutonnieres and my corsages. I'm going to lay a few pieces of limonium in my pile. Notice that my piles are all separated. I have my mums, my roses, my carnations, and now I'm making a pile of limonium. I'm going to put about 5 of these longer stems of my limonium down. Maybe keep that center one. just keeping a few tips. The last thing I'm going to prepare is my leather leaf. I'm going to cut these laterals. Again, I would save those for other parts of the event. I'm going to keep a tip about 4 inches tall. I'm going to do that to all 5. So a wedding bouquet is a place where I would not use the leather leaf that has a lot of the dark spores on the back. Number one, the bride might not know what they are and flip out if she sees them and might think they're bugs or something. Second, if they're really mature, they are going to be ready to burst pollen out, and you don't want that on anybody's clothes. So I do usually with bouquets, with wedding bouquets, try to find leather leaf without the spores on the back. Okay, so you need a nice clean station to do this. There you go. And I have all my botanicals lined up in front of me. You can't see them all there, but I have my mums, my roses, my carnations, my limonium, and my leather leaf. And it's all ready for me to work to make this hand-tied bouquet. I am going to choose one of my flowers. I'm going to start with the carnation and a mum. And to make a hand-tied bouquet, you have one stem very loose in your hand. Notice it's just in the crook of my hand. No death grips. That's not going to help a thing. As a matter of fact, it's going to break these guys and you're going to be in trouble. So just loose between your thumb and your pointer finger, hanging. I'm going to take this rose and it's not a rose. I'm going to take this carnation. I'm going to place it crisscrossing across the other stem. So this stem is going straight down. This one has the flower to the right, stem to the left. We're going to keep that pattern going the whole time I am building. Flower to the right, stem to the left. Might look backwards in the camera. Flower to the right, stem to the left, and then I spin. Notice my carnation fell down. It's okay. I'm pulling them back up. I'm going to take a little piece of this limonium here, call that flower to the right, stem to the left, spin. And it's okay. My flowers are wibble wobbling. That's okay. Flower to the right, stem to the left, spin. Flower to the right, stem to the left, spin. See how my rose has fallen? I'm just going to pull it up. I'm going to take another little piece of limonium. Flower to the right, stem to the left, spin. How pretty that's looking. Flower to the right, stem to the left, spin. My last rose. Flower to the right, stem to the left, spin. I'm gonna get my flower to the right, stem to the left, spin. See how I have this hole here? And see how my rose just flip-flops? Just pull it back up there. Don't get all upset. Flower to the right, stem to the left, spin. I'm gonna take a look, see what I've got here. One of the things that I really love is I have a nice triangle here with my carnations. They're not all on top of each other. I have a nice triangle with my roses. I have some limonium here, but I could use another piece on the other side. I'm gonna come in here, add a little piece. That evens it out nicely. And then for my last placement of mums, I felt there was a hole over there in between those two carnations. So I'm going to fill it with the mum and my last piece of leather leaf. And voila! Look how pretty that is. I'm going to tidy it up a bit. By tidying up, I mean pulling flowers that have fallen down up into the design, flowers that are too tall in the design, pushing them down, just kind of tidying everything up. Oh, that rose got way lost down in there. So, all right. Tidied it all up, and I really like how that looks right now. Okay, now we need to bind it. And looking at my design, I feel my roses got in a line. So I'm gonna play with this one and see if I pull it over here just a little bit and do some more adjusting if I like that better. And I do. I now have more of a triangle, and I'm gonna keep it like that. All right, again, some adjusting. Keep my triangles. All right, last minute adjustments before I tape it up and I can't move it ever again. Okay, I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna take this binding tape and I'm gonna bind it. Normally you would have a piece cut already, but here you go. My uncle was a dentist. He would not have liked what I just did. All right, once again, because I've been messing around, I'm gonna see if I like this, and I do. It's adorable. So I'm gonna come in here with this tape, and where my fingers have been all along, oh look, I broke one. That happens, you just get your snip, and all right, and say goodbye. Okay. Every time you do something like that, you might mess something up. So before you bind, you recheck and recheck and recheck. Okay, now back to where my fingers have been holding the bouquet together the whole time. I'm going to loosely put some tape on there. I'm going to look again. If it looks good, I'm going to tighten it up. And there's tape around, and there's the bouquet. Ooh, so pretty, so pretty. I'm gonna add a second piece of tape for security and also to be able to show you again all you're doing, putting the tape there and wrapping it around. Ta-da! Now that my cute little bouquet is made, I'm gonna collar it. Remember we learned that in our techniques? And I'm going to collar it with some leather leaf. Which just means I'm going to come around and surround it with the leather leaf. You don't want this to be too big. You don't want a big old piece of leather leaf sticking out like that, right? You want it to be tucked under. So make sure it's not too big. I like odd numbers, so we have 5 pieces. That one's kind of ugly. All right, we have 5 pieces and a cute collared design. Take another piece of tape. Don't do as I do as I say. This will already be on your table. I'm sorry, Uncle Al. And put the tape on again. Whoops. Put the tape on like that. There you go. Voila. How adorable is this? Oh my gosh. Okay, I love the colors. Obviously, this is not how we carry this stem, right? Unless we were doing a scepter bouquet, then we would wrap this whole thing in ribbon and we would carry our scepter bouquet. Let's not do that. 2 hands is a good length to cut this. Let's see. Oh no. If you can stand it up, you get an A. All right, I'm going to show you how to finish it off. So you always let the bride know that this is the front and that the bow is the back, and they know how to hold it. Isn't it adorable? Very happy. Have fun making yours.